All right, welcome back to the Straight Shot Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm going to be talking about Clash at the Castle on July 15th. For those that are wondering, I'm making my predictions in this bitch. So yeah, we're going to talk about every single match that's going down. Clash at the Castle previews are going to be included. So this video is going to be for about maybe 10-15 minutes. So, let's get into it. So, we're going to start off. But before we get into this, if you guys like this sort of content, hit the like. Comment down below what other shit you want to see us try to do. Sparkle quizzes are mainly one of the things. Tier lists. And shit like that. And then subscribe to our channel if you guys are new here. Yeah. So, let's get into this video. So, we're going to start off with what will be the main event. Drew McIntyre challenging Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah. Alright, so full details on this match for Damian versus Drew. At WrestleMania XL, WrestleMania 40, Drew McIntyre finally got the win a world championship in front of live fans. He beat Seth Rollins. However, his moment was short-lived due to a fight with CM Punk, as well as Damian Priest cashing in Money in the Bank and defeating McIntyre to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. After the dust settled, the stats showed McIntyre was champion for 5 minutes and 46 seconds. With McIntyre being fully healed after being injured for a few months, he was injured with an elbow injury, it turns out. The Scottish Warrior is ready to take back what he won at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. McIntyre, while bashing CM Punk verbally in the ring and online, has continued to call the Archer of Infamy a paper champion, Damian Priest. Priest, however, has been a dominant champion, defeating Jey Uso at WWE Backlash France. Though Judgment Day has been discombobulated since Rhea Ripley had to go surgery. McIntyre has stated Priest is not keeping his focus on the title, but instead having to deal with the problems with the Judgment Day that they are having with the LWO, Braun Strowman, and Awesome Truth. For those that are wondering, with the LWO, that is Rey Mysterio, Joaquin Wilde, Zelina Vega, and Dragon Lee. For those that are wondering, Andrade is not with the LWO anymore. He got drafted to SmackDown. He didn't turn heel. It was a simple brand change for Andrade. He was not listed with the LWO with the draft. Carlito was, though, however. Braun Strowman, he recently returned from injury, so he's going to be in a feud with Judgment Day more than likely. So they could run Braun versus the champion, Damian, soon. They could run that. Potentially, we'll see. And then Awesome Truth are the World Tag Team Champions, and Judgment Day recently faced them. It was Finn Balor and JD McDonough who went against Awesome Truth for the tag team titles. Awesome Truth ends up retaining. But Carlito is getting involved, I don't know why, in Judgment Day shit. Okay, so aside from the brief match at WrestleMania XL, the Scottish Warrior defeated the last true match was on the January 22nd episode of Raw. Earlier in the year, McIntyre defeated Priest. They have also stood together, having been on the losing side of War Games in 2023. Cody Rhodes pinned Damian Priest in that match, by the way. In McIntyre's home country of Scotland at WWE Clash at the Castle, the Scottish Warrior will have the hometown advantage. But will it be enough to put down Priest and take back the World Heavyweight Championship? Okay, so my complete thoughts on this right here, right now, is who the fuck is going to face Gunther at SummerSlam? For those who are wondering, King General Gunther won the King of the Ring, and he earned his shot at the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam by virtue of winning King of the Ring, because they said the winners of the Queen and King of the Ring tournaments will get title matches at SummerSlam. So it makes me think, still, who's going to face Gunther? I want to say Drew, but if I'm going to play this smart, I think CM Punk will cost Drew McIntyre the victory. I think Drew hits the Claymore kick, absolutely rattles the shit out of Priest. 1, 2, Punk pulls the official out of the ring, costing Drew McIntyre his shot, his chance, the biggest chance in front of a European crowd to win a world championship. Not just in any European crowd, but a Scottish crowd. to win the World Championship. I'm going to take Damian Priest to retain, and I think Damian Priest loses to Gunther at SummerSlam. But we got to remember one factor in this match, and that is that Judgment Day is banned from ringside in this match. So with Liv Morgan going for Dominic Mysterio, that shouldn't be too much of a factor right there. So we'll take that but always take that into consideration, guys. Always do that. But for sure, I'm gonna take Damian Priest to retain. If you guys put down what you had after Clash of the Castle, I'm gonna know you guys clearly cheated. Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable. Great. Okay, there we go. At WWE Clash of the Castle, Sami Zayn will defend the IC title in a rematch against Chad Gable. After Sami Zayn overcame Chad Gable in the final part of a gauntlet match to earn the right to challenge Gunther at WrestleMania, Master Gable trained the determined challenger to help him end the longest Intercontinental title reign in history. In return, Zayn offered Gable a title match. Sami emerged victorious at Montreal. However, Gable snapped and unleashed a vicious assault on the title holder. A bitter Gable soon turned the blame on his allies as he chastised the Alpha Academy for their failures in the squared circle and for not helping him enough to win the gold. At the same time, he continued to tangle with the title holder, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn emerged victorious over Gable and Big Bronson Reed at Queen and King of the Ring back at Saudi Arabia, back at late May. Zayn is granted a rematch to Gable, who walks out with the Intercontinental Championship. So, if it's true Gable is going to become a free agent, Sami Zayn will retain. But, if Chad Gable does re-sign with the WWE, I think they need to take this and they need to put it on Chad Gable. But then you gotta think, where does Alpha Academy fit in all of this? Because Otis attacked Sami first. Sami defeated Otis recently on Raw via disqualification, I'm pretty sure. I don't watch it, I'm at work. And so that makes me realize maybe we're taking this a little too far. So, if Chad Gable's going somewhere else, I'm going to say Sami Zayn. But if Chad Gable re-signs with the company, give me Chad Gable. I think they need to fully turn. They fully need to capitalize on this heel turn to make it work. And if they don't do that, then what was the point of Chad Gable turning heel and going after Sami Zayn? So I'm gonna take Chad Gable to win, but I don't think it's Otis and Tozawa that comes to help. Because if you really come close, there were two other guys Gable was talking to. And it was two guys who made their Raw in-ring debut against Gable and Otis. And I'm talking about the Creed brothers. I think the Creed brothers destroy the shit out of Sami Zayn. And they helped Chad Gable win the Intercontinental Championship. Tozawa and Otis come by and they get smacked in the face by Gable and the Creeds, forming their new heel stable. So, I'm going to take Chad Gable, but I feel like Sami's going to retain. So, we're going to take Sami just to play the safe end. If Chad Gable does end up signing a new extension deal with the company, then we're going Chad Gable. But for now, we're going to stick with Sami Zayn. That could change at the Saturday show. That could change. The I Quit match between Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. AJ Styles retired, not so fast, as the Phenomenal One reminded the WWE Universe of his deviousness after he suckered Cody Rhodes into believing he was hanging up the boots. Just as Rhodes let down his guard, Styles blindsided the American Nightmare, executing a phenomenal Styles Clash from the ring steps to the floor. With the ruse complete, Rhodes responded by granting Styles a title match at Clash of the Castle Scotland with a twist. Rhodes demanded the match. I Quit match. Neither superstars competed inside of an I Quit match in the WWE. The two battled back at Backlash France in a classic for the ages, Rhodes walked out victorious. Since then, Logan Paul challenged Cody Rhodes, and Rhodes ended up retaining. After losing to Randy Orton in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament and carrying out his heinous attack, Styles has catapulted himself back into title contention. Who will say the two dreaded words when these two guys collide in one of the more personal and barbaric matches in WWE history? Okay, so my thoughts here are that Cody Rhodes has never been in an I Quit match before in his entire career. AJ Styles is 4-0 in I Quit matches, with 3 of those being in TNA. So he went 3-0 in TNA. AJ is 4-2 in I Quit matches. As a champion, it's 4-2 in I Quit matches when the WWE title is on the line. So the numbers favor Cody Rhodes. Pretty good to walk out as champion. Styles, however, has the advantage. He's been in an I Quit match. He's 4-0 in his career in those matches. He's 3-0 if they were under TNA banner. Under the TNA banner, AJ went 3-0. So it makes me think, what is Cody willing to do to retain that WWE Championship? Well, he might have to reference an old day of his. Not just any day. A too sweet kind of day. Cody's going to reference his days to the Bullet Club. I'm going Cody Rhodes to retain the WWE Championship. He's going to make AJ Styles say the words, "I quit." I'm sorry, but here's the thing, guys. I love AJ Styles. Cody's fucking retaining. It's got to be Cody. All right. Bayley defends against Piper Niven. Another Scottish. The WWE Women's Championship will be on the line when Bayley defends her title against Scotland's own Piper Niven. Since winning the title at WrestleMania 40, Bayley has been tormented by Niven and Green, enough so that general manager Nick Aldis deemed the Scotswoman the #1 contender to the role model. With Queen Nia Jax already guaranteed a championship match at SummerSlam, who will face her? Bayley. This is Bayley retaining. Obviously, they're keeping Green and Niven in a tag team. They're going to have Green challenge Bayley at Money in the Bank in a losing effort. So that means that Bayley's going to retain at Clash at the Castle over the formidable Piper Niven. It's going to be insane the pop she gets for Piper Niven. But we're going to take Bayley to retain over Niven. We got one more match to talk about, and it's our triple threat match for the tag team titles. Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, who are the champions, versus the wickedly weird duo of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Alright. The WWE Women's Tag Team Championship will be on the line when Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defend against Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. That's one duo. And Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark in a triple threat tag team match. The champions are enjoying a dominant reign ever since unseating Damage Control at Backlash France after taking down Candice LeRae and after taking down LeRae and Hartwell. They did that in Saudi. They are facing a new threat. Fire and Dawn have been itching for a title match and will get it in their home country of Scotland, giving Belair and Cargill maybe their greatest test yet. After both Fire and Dawn and Baszler Stark attacked the champions on both Raw and SmackDown, Cargill and Belair announced they would defend against both teams at Clash at the Castle. Who walks out with the gold is the question. Well, definitely not Shayna and Zoe. And I don't think they start a heel turn. I don't think so. So it leaves me with Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. And the champions, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. I'm still going to stick with the champions because I don't think they have any plans to take the titles off of the champions just yet. So we're going to end up going with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair for this match. So, rundown, really little recap. I'm going to take Damian Priest to retain. Safe bet, Sami Zayn. Cody Rhodes. Bayley Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair to win. So, those are Clash at the Castle predictions from me. And I hope you guys go on to like this video. And if you guys go on my Twitch, twitch.tv/McVey Gaming Official, on July 15th, starting at 11 a.m. Central, I will be live for Clash of the Castle reactions. So please, come and join over there on the Twitch. The link, it will be in the description. And I will see you for that live stream. Peace!